If drama feels like love and peace feels dull, this video is going to change everything you thought you knew about relationships. So let's talk about what healthy relationships look like and why it can often feel boring. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Keeping It Real with Kiaundra. I am your host, licensed marriage and family therapist, Kiaundra Jackson. Now, before we get into it, I need for you to put in the comment section, do you feel like healthy relationships are boring? Why or why not? Let's talk about it. The first thing that I want to talk to you guys about is that stability can feel boring if you're used to chaos. So if some of your past relationships were filled with drama, and all of the things, and you were on this emotional roller coaster all the time, ups, downs, highs, lows, your nervous system is used to that. Your nervous system is the same system in your body that deals with fight, flight, or freeze responses. So if you're used to all of this, when you get into a relationship and there is stability, there's ease, there may be a few little dips or things may be a little bit high, but for the most part, it's very even keel. Your nervous system doesn't know what to do with that information. And in your mind, it's registering as boring because there isn't as many highs and lows and passion, as people like to say. But I'm just here to tell you that steady love, calm love, is healthy and it's emotionally safe. The second thing that I want to talk to you guys about is that healthy relationships are predictable in the best way. Knowing that your partner is going to show up for you, knowing that they're going to keep their word, knowing that they're going to treat you with respect. Those are all powerful things. And yes, you may not feel the adrenaline like you're used to, but that is just a temporary toxic feeling. And what you really want is to build long-term trust and peace. So all we want is peace. The third thing that I want to talk to you guys about is that real intimacy is consistent and it's not all about the thrills and the frills. I want you to be reminded that healthy love in relationships grows over time incrementally. And if I'm being honest with you, it deepens through the very small, meaningful day-to-day moments that you and your partner may experience. So when you feel all of those super duper intense ones and you feel like those are the go-to ones, no, boo-boo. You are bypassing all of the small, intimate, meaningful moments every single day. And that's what builds a long-lasting relationship, a healthy relationship, a stable relationship, not just the intense ones. And some of y'all may not get this, but emotional depth replaces the need for constant excitement. Moving on. Actually, before we move on, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Doing those free 3 things helps me to create content like this for you every single week. So I don't know what you're waiting on. Do that for me right now. The next thing that I want to talk to you guys about is that boredom often signals a need for some type of personal growth or development. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you're having relationship trouble. Woo, that just went over a whole bunch of people's heads. I'm just going to say this one like this. If things are falling flat and you're feeling like it's dull and the relationship is boring and there's no excitement, this isn't the opportunity for you to go and look and see, oh, he did this and they're not doing this and the other person is this. Maybe you need to look inside of you, because this can signal that you need some more creativity, that you need some more purpose, that you need more things to do it to be more self-fulfilled. And I often tell people, especially when they're in partnership and relationship, it's important to have individuality and not lose that when you're in partnership. Yes, it's good to be together, hang out, do all of those things. That's what partnership and companionship is about. But sometimes we lose our individual selves, right? We forget that we have wants, needs, hobbies, goals, all of those things before we met the person. And then when we meet them, we just do the bare minimum. And those are some of the things that can make a relationship feel boring. So being or feeling like your relationship is boring, it doesn't necessarily mean the relationship is in trouble. That means you need to dig deeper within yourself to see if there's any areas that you need to tweak, change, and grow and have some type of personal growth in. And the last thing is that you can have peace and passion at the same time, because those things are not mutually exclusive. So I guess I probably already said this, but healthy doesn't necessarily mean dull. And honestly, you can experience desire and excitement and adventure in your relationship without it being on that emotional roller coaster that we talked about earlier. But this is the part that most people aren't willing to do. It just takes you being intentional to create this level of stability in your life. So instead of you wanting to run away and say, this relationship is boring, it's dull, it's lacking luster, it doesn't have passion, you're just so used to your nervous system being on a 10 that you don't even know what stable and healthy could potentially mean. So instead of you running from this relationship, you need to be running to the relationship, because it's probably helping resolve some of the internal conflict that you knew about past relationships that were unhealthy and toxic. And now you're being introduced to something fresh and new that's good for you. So thank you so much for watching another episode of Keeping It Real with Kiaundra. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode. Be blessed.